Hello. Oh, that's how you wave. Cool. Well, hello. I am actually on here live right now because I was scheduled to do a guided meditation with someone, and then stuff came up and they couldn't attend the appointment, but I still sort of feel like in the meditating mood. So I figure maybe I'll see if like a couple more people want to hop on, and then I'll lead like a short, like 15-minute meditation. But yeah. Like I go through like stuff to sort of get myself prepared. Like I usually try and take like a nap before I lead, whether it's like a meditation or I'm doing energy work or a tarot reading. Like hi Chiquita Fire. I like do stuff to prepare, and now that I've prepared myself and the person isn't available, I'm like, well, I still want to do something for someone. So yeah, I'm just gonna see if any other people hop on. Oh, that's your cousin. Okay, cool. I don't like people's like handles on social media always sort of like catch me off guard, because I'm like, I have a hard enough time remembering people's like real names, and then like having to connect like a social media profile name with a real name, including a face. It's just like something I haven't yet mastered. So forgive me. But yeah, I don't quite know, like, I don't want to take the prompt from the meditation for the person I was gonna do the meditation for, because, you know, that's just specific to that person and sort of private to them. But the type of meditations I do are like color healing meditations. And so I basically, someone will come to me and they'll be like, yeah, I want to do your guided meditation service. I'm like, perfect. And so I'll ask them what issue they would like to address, or what area of their body, or what have you. And based on what they tell me, I determine what colors I'm going to have them visualize and breathe in during the meditation. And then I also determine mantras that I say, and they're welcome to repeat it. They don't have to, but some people like to repeat the mantras as I repeat them. So I just want to pose it to you two lovely people that are here. Do you have anything right now that's sort of pressing for you, like an emotion or like an issue at hand? If not, that's okay. Okay. It's cool if you don't have one. I'm just gonna sort of free flow with this one. So I'm gonna, oh, hello Araceli. Hi. Oh, I can wave on here. This is like my second live video ever, so I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Oh, you're feeling depressed? I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I can definitely address that one. So for depression, that's associated with the color blue. And so with the color blue, what I'm gonna have us do is we wanna bring some of that excess, like low, sedative energy out and infuse in more energy of vitality and liveliness. So we'll have you breathe out blue, and then we're gonna breathe in. We're gonna do like, imagine like a what are those ice cream treats called? Are they called like orange sickles or something? It's like orange and yellow, like on a stick. Creamsicles. I forget what those are called, but that's what the image is coming to mind, is like a swirl of orange and white. And so that's the color we're going to be bringing in. To begin though, we are going to start with a little bit of blue. The reason why is that blue is a very grounding color. And we want to start from a place of groundedness and stability and calm. And then we can go into the actual work we want to do. And then when we end the session, we'll also end with a little bit of blue. So if you have to come in and out, that's totally fine. I'm going to end up posting this after the live is over. So if you want to come back to it, you're more than welcome to. So if you haven't yet, like sit down or lay down. If you're doing something active though, like driving or whatever, then please pay attention and be alert. You can always come back to this later, but just get comfortable and close your eyes. And just start breathing normally and paying attention to your breath. Just noticing where it's at. Just breathe. Not doing anything fancy right now. And as you breathe, notice if your breath is coming into your chest, or if it's coming into your belly, or somewhere in between. All right. And I want you to go ahead and start taking very deep breaths at your own pace. And so on the inhale, breathing in, and then feeling that breath into your chest, and then pushing it down past your chest into your belly, feeling your belly fill up. And then let it out with a sigh, like just letting it out. You don't have to let it out in a very measured way. Just a natural release. Now I want you to imagine yourself at the bottom of the ocean. If it helps, wherever you are, just imagine that there's water all around you. And that when you breathe in those deep breaths, that you're breathing in cooling, blue, refreshing water. And it doesn't burn, it doesn't hurt. It feels completely natural and comforting. And under your feet, you can feel the floor of the ocean. It's a mix of sand and dirt and pebbles and rocks and algae. You can feel the water on your skin. And just like a breeze sent by the clouds, a current of water breezes past you, hits your back, and then flows in front of you. And you can feel the air bubbles rolling against your skin. Continue to breathe deeply. As you begin to just take note of what it feels like to be right here, standing at the bottom of the ocean, surrounded by water. Take notice of what you see, if you see anything. Take notice of what you're feeling. What does your body feel like to be underwater? Do you feel buoyant? Is it hard to keep your feet on the ground? Or do you feel heavy? And I want you to begin to walk. You're just walking forward, feeling what the ocean floor feels like under your feet, feeling what it feels like to walk through all of that water. And in the not so far distance, you see an orb of light. Keep breathing deeply. And as you get closer, it gets bigger and bigger. From where you are, it's about the size of a basketball. And you're just breathing and walking. You're not running. You're not going really fast. You're just taking your time because there's no rush. And that orb gets bigger and bigger. And you can see that it's a brilliant, bright white. And it looks like the sun, except it doesn't hurt to look at. When you look at it, it's warm and inviting. And it feels like it's telling you to come closer. And you are. You're getting closer. Now, this orb of light is at least 3 times the size. It's the size of a big oval mirror now. It's pretty big. And you're just breathing deeply in and out into your belly. And as you get closer, you see that there's something in the center of this orb of light. It's not just white. It's like there's a heat emanating from it, and you can feel that heat in the water. The water that you breathe in was at first cool, but now it's warmer, and it doesn't burn or hurt. It's a gentle warmth. And as you get closer, you can see that at the center of this big orb of white light is an orange orb of white light. And now this orb of light is less than a foot away from you. And this orb of light is nearly as big as you are. And you can feel the energy emanating from it. You can feel it on your skin. And you reach out with both hands. And you slowly bring them closer and closer to the orb of light. And as they approach, it's almost as if your hands are drawn to it magnetically, like the orb is pulling you in. When your hands finally touch the orb of light, it embraces you. And it's almost as if it's hugging you. And the orb fills in the gaps, and you're hugging it. The orange begins to swirl within the white orb of light, spiraling and mixing. And now with every single breath you breathe in that swirl of white orange light. You breathe it in not only through your nose, but it absorbs through your skin. And with every breath, the orb begins to encompass you. Your hands sink into it. Your face sinks into it. It curls itself around your chest and your abdomen and your hips and your legs. And when it has fully encompassed you, you still feel like you're hugging someone. They're hugging you in the most perfect way. Now, you take a step back and you release the hug. And standing before you, you see yourself. You're a swirling being of orange and white light. And you're smiling at yourself. And you're laughing at yourself. And it's contagious, and you can't help but laugh too. Your body is filled with warmth and filled with love and joy. It's just you and you standing in an orb of light at the bottom of the ocean. And with every breath, you breathe in more of that joyfulness, more of that vitality, more of that gentle fire. And your body feels alive. And you feel so much more than your body. You're welcome to repeat after me. I love and accept myself completely. I love and accept myself completely. I love and accept myself completely. I choose to believe that there is peace wherever I look. I choose to believe that there is joy deep in my belly. I choose to believe that all that I seek is within me. I choose to believe that I can create this feeling that I'm feeling right now, any time that I want. I choose to believe that at any time I can change my thought patterns and my mindset. Now the you that is swirling orange and white turns around and faces away from you. And at this point, you could walk away, but you're not going to. You've made a choice to embrace these feelings. And so you walk towards that other version of you, the one that's full of love and life and joy and vitality and optimism and confidence. And as you get closer to them, you feel drawn magnetically, because that is you. And as your skin touches, it absorbs into you, and you absorb this part of yourself, and you keep walking forward until you have fully absorbed that version of you. And when you do, the orb of swirling orange and white light that you're standing in begins to condense and shrink around you. And it shrinks and shrinks. It doesn't disappear, but it's getting absorbed into you as well. And it gets smaller and smaller and tighter and tighter. And it condenses until it fits in your belly. And your belly is a shining, a luminous orb of orange and white light. And when you put your hands to your belly, you can feel it inside of you. All of that energy is within you for you to keep. So take your deep breaths. Now when you breathe in, you're breathing in once again the cooling, refreshing blue ocean water. And when you breathe it in, it goes into your belly. But it doesn't replace that orb of energy, but it simply swirls around it, balancing things out. Now the ocean water begins to lower And if you were to look up, you would see the light from the sun above getting brighter and brighter as the ocean gets lower and lower. And as the ocean water lowers, it takes with it all of those thoughts that don't serve you. It takes with you all of those low, sad feelings that don't serve you. It takes away all of your worries. Let it take those away. Release those into the water. You're welcome to repeat after me. I choose to release negative emotions and thoughts that do not serve me. I choose to let go of everything out of my control. I choose to let go of any heaviness in my body. As you watch the last bit of water recede, it's down by your ankles now, and then the tops of your feet, and then the sides of your feet. And all that you feel left now is just dirt and soil, rich and wet. And you feel relief, and you feel a lightness and a buoyancy, even though the water isn't there anymore. Your breath can return to normal now. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes. When your eyes are open, go ahead and pop in some sort of icon so I know. If you haven't opened your eyes yet, go ahead and open them and let your breath return to normal. And now just take note of how you feel. Take note of how your body feels. Take note of how your mind feels. Take note of how your spirit and energy feels. And think about if you were to rate how you felt right now on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the least well and 10 being peak wellness. just take note of how you would rate how you feel right now. And then think back to before the meditation about how you would rate how you felt then on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. And just compare the difference between the two. Following this session, please drink water. I just took a sip of my water. It's really important to hydrate and fill up your body with good water, with good blue, with good nourishing energy, since we did let go of some things that we didn't need. So you just want to fill that back up with things that we need. You also want to think about and feel into what do you need right now. Like, are you sleepy? Like, would you go for a nap right now? Are you hungry right now? Like, would you like some like fruits or vegetables or nuts or seeds or something like that? Think about any other things that are coming up for you right now that you feel that you need to sort of set yourself right going forward. And then I would strongly encourage you to journal about your experience. Take note of anything that you saw, anything that you felt, any thoughts that came up, anything like that. And then just remember that you can do this meditation anytime you're feeling low, anytime you're feeling depressed, anytime the mind spiral won't seem to stop. Then just set aside 10 or 15 minutes and do this meditation. This whole experience is stored in here. So although you might not remember all the specific details, you'll remember what you need, and what you need will come to you once you actually sit down and show up for the meditation. You won't need to exactly go through everything we did exactly today. But I will be posting this, so if you feel the need to come back to this at a later point, then feel free to do so. This will be available to you. So I did want to open it up and see if anyone had any like questions that came up for them, or like comments on anything, or wanted to share. You're more than welcome to. Oh, hearts. Yay. Cool. Well, if there is no lingering questions or thoughts, I just want to thank you all for joining me. This is really nice to do it with some folks real time. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. Bye.